Hi there. Good morning. It's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Happy Wednesday and welcome to our Facebook Live Wednesday morning. Today we have this adorable, the Handsomely Suited bundle that we're going to be working on to get some masculine cards into our stack for when we're ready to, when we need them. Let me just check, see where I am. Come on. And it looks like I'm okay. I have to remember, I put a little piece of tape here, so I have to remember to keep my project in front of that. So hopefully let me know if you think if I'm starting to sink down again like last time. Okay, so welcome again. Before we start with our project for this week, I wanted to give away our prize patrol for sharing for last week. And what I had for the prize patrol was the assorted memories and more cards and envelopes. And I had a bunch of people share, but very limited of the ones that I could choose from. So just a reminder, when you do share it, just write in the comments that you did share it so that I know, because otherwise I can't see it. It tells me how many people shared, but it doesn't tell me who it is. So anyway, Rosemary, you were my prize patrol winner for today. So I will get this. I do have your address, and I'll get this in the mail for you today or tomorrow. So congratulations, and thank you again, everybody, for sharing. Today's prize patrol is one of the celebration sets, A Touch of Ink. And this is one of the ones that I showed last week that I'm doing my special celebration classes on. And so it was this one, it was the Punch Party, and it was the Berry Blessings bundle. So just so you know, the Punch Party class has sold out. So right now it's off the registration page. So now it's just the Touch of Ink and the Berry Blessings. And I did keep a few of these aside because I wanted to give them out. So that'll be our prize patrol for next week as an appreciation for sharing our video. And share it here on the Facebook page. So this way, if people are watching it from YouTube, they know to come back here to share it so that they can be entered to win our prize patrol. All right, so today we're working on the Handsomely Suited bundle, which is from the Well Suited Suite. And that is on page 66 of the, I'm still working my way through the January to June mini catalog. And this is sort of a case, so it's like I'm casing the caddy here. And so I chose this one, and it came out pretty darn cute, I have to say. But there were a few little things that you just need to know. It took me, a few times to try to get it to all fit and to be like proportional. So anyway, so that's what we're working on today. This is also the bundle that I am showcasing in my card club this month. So let me show you some of those cards quick. You have until the 20th of the month to join, and our club is growing, and I'm just loving it. It's just the best part of the month. So these are the 4 cards that I'm going to be providing the kits for in my club. So it's always 4 cards, 2 of each, so they get 8 card kits. And the DSP is included in with the package, and also the well-suited twine combo. It's this, and I think it's Night of Navy is also included in that. So it just has these adorable bow ties and regular ties. So this is one card. This is my second card. And in this case, this was just stamped on the cardstock. So this I can die cut for you and send it out into the kits. The other ones, something like this, is stamped right on the DSP, because this DSP is just fabulous. So I can't stamp that for you, but that's why I did recommend that people either borrow or purchase the stamp set so that they could stamp it on the DSP and then just fussy cut it really quick. And these were all punched out from the postage stamp punch. And so this is my third one. This is just an embossed layer that I put up on top, simple. And this was the fourth one. So they're all adorable, and they were really fun to make. The dies in the set are great. This is not included in the kit, but this is the one that I'm casing today. So we're going to try to replicate that one. This is the stamp set. Beautiful ties, bow ties, nice sentiments to get you through just about everything. The World's Greatest Dad, you could just use that absolutely anytime. And these are the dies that come with it. So this is what we're going to be working with today. And I'll show you some of the ones that I did crop out ahead of time. The only one that's missing here is a larger one of these bow ties. But that's because I put it aside for my helper who does some of my cutting for me. Okay, so let's get started. If you're here, say good morning. You can't see the whole card. Trudy's saying she can't see the whole card. Are you looking at the cards that I am showing you from my card club? So I just do that just to give you a little sneak peek to get you all excited about that. But I will try to remember to keep everything up front here for you. So, all right, we're going to be needing the dies. So, and remind me at the end, I just had so much fun playing with this that I did have an extra, I do have a couple of extra cards to show you just for a little bit of inspiration. Okay, so I have my card base, my usual 11 by 4 1/4, cropped at 5 1/2. All right, now, and let me show you this. Well, this is the well-suited DSP that I wanted to show you, which is so adorable. You can just do so much with this. I can't tell you. All right, so what I did here, just to make it a little easier for you, because I needed it to make it a little easier for me, I just made these like templates, just to as a sample to show you. And the reason I did that, you don't have to do it all the time, but for this particular DSP that I'm using, you want it to look like a suit. So you want the lapel design to be going horizontal and the actual jacket to be vertical. So that's why these are the measurements. Maybe you could just take a screenshot of this. And so I have here this card that's going to make the initial cut is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay, and we want the direction of the print, if it is directional, to be going vertical. So you want this to go up and down. So you would make sure that on the 4 1/4 trim that your design was going up and down. Okay, on this one here, this is where we're going to cut out the lapel, and that one you would need a trimmed piece 5 by 3 1/2, and that way you would put your lapel pieces would be going horizontal. Okay, and this I just cut out. This is just, we don't have this. I don't think I have a sample of this one, but this is if you were going to not have a jacket and maybe you just wanted to have buttons. So this is a cute little stitched shape that would give you the look of having buttons going down the opening of your shirt. And these are the little buttons that we popped out, and this is the collar. So you can do all of those in one swipe with the Big Boss machine. And also I did 2 here so that you can get both done with that. Okay, now, and you also want your, the reason I did that too on here is I want this to be in the same direction as the lapel, but you can just patch that on later. Okay, so let's start. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Sandy. Nice to see you. I was just talking about you. I said I had lost one of my dies. I put one of my dies aside because I was putting it aside for my helper. So you'll be getting a call later a little bit. All right, so let's do this. We're going to use the, this is the one that we're going to use, that we have the vertical directional, and we're going to take our V-shaped die and just put it into the center here. Now I put a little pencil mark here. I don't think it matters too much, but sometimes the lines throw me off a little bit, and I want to make sure that I'm pretty much in the middle, because my eyes want to go by making making sure the lines are even, but that's not always the case. So I just put a little tiny pencil mark right here, and I can always erase that later. So let me bring in the big boss. And this guy makes the table shake so much, so just bear with me a second. I just wanted to make sure you saw how I put that through there. Okay, so I'm just eyeballing it really for the, as far as that pencil mark goes. It's going to be close enough. Okay, let me send that through. All right, and then you can see it made that V mark, and I can just pull that apart right there at the end. Okay, now while we're here, let's do the lapel, and that one is the horizontal one, but I'm still putting it in vertically, so I want my the lapel piece to go up on top, and then also I want the little pocket piece, which is this guy here. And I used him in two ways, but for this right now, I'm going to just put him right in the middle. And that doesn't really matter where it goes. And you could have done, I didn't do it for this time, but you could have done the same thing with a little pencil mark there. But I think I'm okay here. And I want my pocket to be pretty straight. Okay. All right, let's get that through. And the other little pieces, the buttons and the collar, I already sent that through, so. All right, let's get rid of this. I don't think I need this anymore. And, okay. All right, so let's get rid of our scrap. This is what we're needing here. Put these back so I don't lose them. All right, so I need my lapel, I need my pocket, and I need the actual shirt. Okay, so let's go back to our card base. And what I did here with this one is I just put the shirt right onto the base. So it was white on white. I think I'd like to do something a little different, and I'm going to try to color this in a little bit and see if we can get something more of a flesh tone. So, all right, now let's see, where's my top layer? And I have my tie that I already, you could have stamped it first, but I liked this design, so I thought that it was okay, that I could just crop it out like that. And I'm going to use this for my sentiment. All right, so this is going to go on here. Oh, this is not the right size. Hold on a second here. Oh, okay, I know why that is that, because this, I don't have to have this exactly the same. I just wanted the white to show. So what I'm going to do is just put this right onto the center of the base. And as long as it's right up there, that should be fine. Okay, now we're going to put this on, but we want to, once we get everything on top here, we want to be able to, I'm going to have to erase that little guy here. Oh, all right, I'll get that later. we want to be able to stick the tie in under the lapel, under the jacket part. So I'm only going to adhere just the top part for now, okay? And then we can always just use a little bit extra on the bottom once we have his tie all set. All right, so this is going to go up. And the reason I'm adding that other piece of basic white is because honestly, I felt like it was so flat. I'm just used to it having more bulk to it. So I just thought that this would help a little bit. All right, so now we can take the lapel and we can put that on just right over there like that. And that looks really nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive. I think I probably used the liquid glue, but that's the other thing. I'm not thrilled with the liquid glue. I feel like it makes it so, what's happening here? Come on, sticky part up. There we go. I think it makes it like too wet or just moist. I don't know. I'm just not thrilled with when the cardstock gets a little wet like that. Okay, so that's good enough. You could always go back and tack it down a little bit better, but at least we know we can do a little bit of finagling with it. So before I started, I did a few of these to save some time, and also I was playing around with them. So let's take the collar out, and we're going to put the collar. I am going to need some. Okay, now this is where I have the collar, but what I'd like to do is add a little piece of like flesh tone. So I'm taking one of my ivory, I believe this is, yeah, blends, and I'm just going to give it a swipe. The whole thing's not going to show, and I think this piece was like a ½ inch by an inch, because I don't want it to come out the bottom of the collar, so I just want it to go right there. So I'm just going to put it right in the middle, and I think that should be good enough to cover it. And there you go. See, now it just looks a little bit more realistic. So what I wanted to do, and I forgot to do this before, was to just lift up my the lapel just in the top part, and you can just do that at any point. Oh, this one I got too much. Oh, figures. That's where the glue really stuck. All right, that's not necessary. But let's do it with the collar. The collar here. So this is going to go right on here. So I'm just going to gently, because there's just a very fine piece of cardstock that is holding that together. And that's why I did do a few. This is giving me a hard time today. So I'm going back to the snail, always trusted. And I'm going to put this right over here. Backwards, Lori. All right. So get him up just so that it's all lined up with the collar. With the card base. And you can pick this guy up a little bit here. All right. Now, so I cropped out the tie, one of the long ties. And if you wanted to, you could put a bow tie. That's cute too. And if you're going to do the bow tie, I just cropped out one of these quickly for you, so that you would just put this down, and that would be the panel that holds the buttons, and then you would just put your like this, put your buttons down the row, okay? Just like that, except you would put the other side up. Okay, so that looks so cute too. All right, but let's put the, let's do it according to plan, and I'm gonna put this right in here underneath, and this way, even if you have a little bit of your flesh tone cardstock showing, you're okay. You can just put that right in there. So what I also did beforehand was I took the pocket cutout and I did it again in the matching DSP to match the tie. So, and I just put it up like that to make it, I don't know if that's an acceptable fold for a handkerchief, but I think it's going to be fine. So I'm going to put that, this is going to go right on here, just a little bit off of it. I just want a little bit of it showing. And up. And I did this the wrong way. I put that, all right, but you get the idea. This really should have been in the other one where it is going the same way. I don't like that, but anyway, for the purpose of this video, this is fine. Just a little quirky pocket here. All right, he wants to be different, that's fine. To each his own. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive there, and then I'm going to tuck it in underneath his jacket. So there, it looks nice and fine right there. Okay, now we can take one of those little buttons, and they are so tiny, but they are the exact size of the glue dot, so that's a good thing. And you can take one, I'm just going to put one, but maybe he needs two showing, I'm not sure. So let me get my pencil eraser, get rid of that mark, and we're ready for some stamping. So this guy came together nice and quick. All right, so let's see. So either way, you can do that. I'm gonna stamp the happy birthday. I'll do it in the Pacific Point because that picks up the color of the flower in the DSP. And there we go. This die was from the Stitched So Sweetly dies, which I use all the time. And let's just pop this on with some dimensionals. There you go. Oh, he looks cute. Or handsome, I should say, not cute. Okay. Yes, it is a good-looking card. And, you know, I don't think for myself, don't have enough masculine cards in my stash. So I was very happy when this set came out. And so I'm thinking I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Birthdays, Father's Day, just any kind of celebration. So I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? All right, so that's good. Let me just show you before I get off. Let me show you a few of the cards that I just was playing around with. This one was a version of that, but I kind of did a little bit more of a casual look, or I don't know, country club look, more preppy. So I just used the same DSP, and I kind of thought of, well, what would look good with a shirt that out of that DSP design, and I picked that one up. So I did the same thing here with a little bit of coloring with the blends. I added this, it's a little hard to see, but I added this panel and to put the buttons on. And then this little piece goes right on top of the pocket, which I could have put on my other card here, but I just thought it made it stand out really nice here. This one was just stamping. I just stamped the, all different, using the two colors and the two tie stamps, and just did them in all different directions. I just made one crop with the pocket tie, and I used that as my sentiment tag. And And then this one is so cute too. I wanted to use to show off all the ties. And again, I used the Stitch So Sweetly dies for the tag. And this was just cropped right onto the cardstock. Misty Moonlight, Smoky Slate, and the Pacific Point. And they all just get picked up really nicely with the DSP. And the DSP has beautiful, beautiful designs. So I think that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'm glad that you wrote it on here so that I can see, and I'll know who to, when I pick my name for next week. So just a reminder that my celebration classes, the Punch Party class is closed, but the other ones are still, I still have a few spots left in the Berry Blessings and also the Touch of Ink. And that's the stamp set that I'm going to be giving away as prize patrol. So if you don't have any questions, or if you do, that's fine. Just put them down here. If you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe so that you don't miss our next live or my next video. And we're here every Wednesday morning around 11-ish Eastern Time. So thanks again for stopping by and for sharing your time with me today. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.